For most people, money only comes when they trade hours for it. Work a job, get a paycheck, work more hours, maybe get some overtime, but at the end of the day, there are only 24 hours. And even if you worked all 24 hours, your earning potential is still capped. To get free, you gotta stop trading time for money and start trading it for a system, a business system, an asset, a machine that generates wealth without you dragging rocks every single day. The holy grail of this is what the rich call passive income. Passive income is when you successfully divorce money from time. It's wealth production that runs whether you're 20 years old or 80. It doesn't care if you're awake or asleep, it just pays you like clockwork. And the funny part, when I was a kid, my dad used to tell me this all the time. We can't afford that. Do you think money grows on trees? Well, he was wrong, because money does grow on trees if you have the right kind of tree. What the rich do is plant money trees. Let me show you 3 money tree seedlings you can start growing. The first money tree, rental systems. We've all heard real estate builds wealth. And it's true, real estate is like wealth 1.0. If you own a single family rental home, you could be living on the moon and your tenant will still pay you every month. From single family homes to giant commercial buildings, real estate appreciates in value while paying you income along the way. Now I know a lot of my viewers are Gen Z and millennials, and you're thinking, get real bro, I'll probably never own a home in today's market. And you're not wrong, that's a whole other video in itself. But here's the thing. You don't need to own real estate to understand or benefit from a rental system. Rental systems come in all shapes and sizes. You can rent out industrial machinery, tools, party equipment, bouncy houses, photo booths. You can even rent out your car on Turo when you're not using it. You can license your photos and videos and earn royalties every time someone else uses your work. The concept is the same. You buy or build once, and then you rent it over and over. And that's your first money tree seedling, rentals. The second money tree, computers and software. Here's where things get crazy. The internet has created more millionaires in the last 5 years than the previous 5 decades combined. Why? Because computers don't get tired. They don't call in sick. They don't complain about their coworkers or benefits. They just do what they're programmed to do 24/7. When you own a website, you're accessible to millions. When you own a 3-bedroom house, you're only accessible to one family on one street. That's the power of scale. Software and apps are even bigger. You don't have to be a coder to understand the concept. Build a tool once and it can sell an infinite number of times. Think about the guy who built Flappy Bird. It was earning $50,000 a day at its peak. Now that's leverage. Our generation has a huge advantage here. We already live online. We understand the platforms. The opportunity to build digital money trees is everywhere. The third money tree, content systems. This one's my favorite because you're watching it right now. Content is a system. Books, YouTube channels, blogs, podcasts. All of these are assets you create once and then they pay you forever. A book might take you a year to write, but people can buy it 5, 10, 20 years later. A YouTube video might take a day to film, but it can generate ad revenue for years. Content is powerful because it replicates easily. I could never own 1,000 houses, but I could create 1,000 videos, and each one could earn income in its own way. Now that's leverage. And remember, change creates millionaires. Every time there's a shift in how content is distributed, from newspapers to radio, radio to TV, TV to the internet, new millionaires are born. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, these are the printing presses of today. Those who see the changes and build on them become the next wave of wealthy. So here's the big picture. You're retired when your passive income exceeds your expenses and taxes. That's it. Retirement isn't an age. It's not 65. It's not when Social Security kicks in. Retirement is when your money trees bear more fruit than you need to survive. And the beauty is you can plant these trees at any age. You can be 20, planting your first digital seed. You can be 50, buying your first rental property. You can be 80, licensing photos that you took decades ago. The trees don't care. They just grow. The fruit of passive income is freedom. And once you divorce wealth from time, you'll never look at money the same way again. Well, that's it for this one. If you're tired of trading time for money, share this with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you don't need to work harder. You need to plant your money trees. And I'll see you in the next one.